Are you wondering if your budget will actually stretch in San Antonio, Texas? Maybe you've heard that we're one of the most affordable big cities in the country, but you're not sure if that's still true in 2025. Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it's cost for you to live here. We're going to talk housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, healthcare, entertainment, even those sneaky little hidden costs that no one warns you about before you move. By the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear picture of whether San Antonio is a perfect fit for your lifestyle or your wallet. If this is your first time on the channel, you want to know everything about living in San Antonio, Texas and the surrounding suburbs, then hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you're the first to know about the current market and life in this beautiful city. My name is Phyllis Domingo. I've lived here for over 20 years, and as a local realtor, I love helping people make their move to San Antonio. Whether that's 9 or 90 days from now, feel free to reach out. All my contact is in the description below. I work with clients relocating from all over the country and even internationally. Whether you're military, remote working, retiring, or just looking for a fresh start, I know how overwhelming it can feel. But that's exactly why I created this channel, to give you the info and insight you need to make a smart move to San Antonio and maybe even help you find your dream home along the way. All right, let's break down the cost of living in San Antonio for 2025. When people talk about the affordability of San Antonio housing, it's usually the first thing they mention. As of 2025, the median home price here is hitting between $290,000 and $320,000. For comparison to Austin's median price, which is around $450,000 to $500,000. That's about 30 to 40 more percent. Dallas is also higher, with median prices about 15% above ours. If you were to buy the median price home here with 20% down and today's average interest rate, with your monthly mortgage payment would likely be land about 16 to 1900 range, and that includes principal, interest, property taxes, and insurance. Speaking of property taxes in San Antonio, you can expect to pay around 1.8 to 2.2% of your home's assessed value each year. Now, home insurance typically runs between $1,500 and $2,200 a year, depending on the property and coverage. And good news, we don't have state income tax in Texas, so that's one less monthly deduction from your paycheck. If you're renting, you'll find plenty of variety here too. A one-bedroom apartment will average between $1,050 and $1,250 a month, and a two-bedroom usually ranges from $1,300 to $1,600. Inside Loop 410, you'll generally pay a bit more for proximity to downtown, while suburbs outside the Loop often offer more space and newer construction for the same lower price. And if you'd like my free San Antonio relocation guide with a breakdown of the top neighborhoods, schools, and hidden gem communities, check the link in the description. I update it every year with fresh data. Next up, utilities. Our main electricity provider is CPS Energy. In the summer, especially July and August, you can expect your bill to climb because of air conditioning. Most households, you'll see $180 to $250 a month in those hotter months. In winter, it's usually much lower, averaging to $120 to $170. Water, sewer, and trash services together typically run between $60 and $90 per month. For internet, you'll likely choose between Spectrum, AT&T Fiber, and Google Fiber, and you can expect to pay about $60 to $90 per month for a solid plan with decent speeds. If you're moving from a cooler climate, the summer electric bill can be a bit of a shock at first, but remember, you won't be paying for snow removal, heating, oil, or heavy winter gear here. Plus, there are plenty of ways to keep your bill manageable, like using a smart thermostat and ceiling fans to keep the air moving. Let's talk about groceries and dining out. Our grocery scene is anchored by HEB. And if you're not from Texas, trust me, you're going to fall in love. We also have Target, Walmart, Costco, Trader Joe's, and Whole Foods. For a family of 4, you're looking at about $600 to $800 a month on groceries. depending on your shopping habits. To give you an idea, a gallon of milk is about $3.20, a loaf of bread around $2.80, and a dozen eggs at about $3. Chicken breast averages about $2.50 per pound. Dining out is also fairly reasonable compared to many cities. A casual restaurant meal will run you about 12 to 15 per person. At a mid-range spot, expect 20 to 30 per person. And for fine dining, you're looking at $70 or more per person. And of course, San Antonio is famous for its Tex-Mex barbecue and food truck scene. So there's plenty of affordable, delicious meals to be found. Actually, drop your favorite San Antonio restaurant in the comments. I'm always looking for new spots to try. In most cases, you'll want to have a car here in San Antonio. San Antonio is a large spread out city, and while we do have the Via Bus system, it's not as extensive as transit systems in other major cities. Gas prices right now average between $2.90 and $3.30 a gallon. Auto insurance can range from $120 to $170 per month, depending on your driving history and coverage. The good news, parking is generally free in most suburban areas and residential neighborhoods. Downtown parking can cost anywhere from $5 to $20 depending on the event or location. Healthcare here is served by several major hospital systems. We have Methodist, Baptist, University Health are some of the largest. If you have insurance through your employer, your premiums will vary, but for families, you might expect anywhere from $450 to $800 a month. Without insurance, a doctor visit is usually around $100 to $150, and urgent care visits run from $120 to $180. There are also a number of affordable clinics and telehealth services that make routine care accessible. Texas is one of 9 states with no state income tax, which can mean significant savings compared to places like California or New York. Our property rate here in San Antonio is usually between 1.8 and 2.2%. Sales tax is 8.25, which applies to most goods and services. Hidden costs to consider: some neighborhoods have HOA fees, usually between $300 and $600 a year. And if you're commuting from certain areas, you may encounter toll roads like Austin. If you want an exact breakdown of what your monthly expenses might look like here, reach out, and I run these numbers for my clients every week. San Antonio has an amazing mix of free and affordable things to do. You can walk along the Riverwalk for free, visit the San Antonio Missions, which are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, or enjoy one of our many city parks. We also have the Pearl Market, and on the weekends they have market days where you can buy fresh fruits, vegetables, organic stuff, and you can also eat and hang around the splash pad with the kids and just sit around and eat and drink. We also have Fiesta, the rodeo, and our cultural festival events that are huge to locals. For theme park lovers, we have Six Flags Fiesta Texas and SeaWorld, and both offer season passes for around $80 to $120 per season. Gym membership run from $30 to $70 per month, depending on the facility, of course. And for families, we've got the zoo, the children's museum, farmers markets, and endless outdoor activities. So let's compare. San Antonio versus Austin housing is about 35% cheaper here. Groceries about 5% lower, and utilities are roughly about the same. San Antonio versus Dallas, we're more affordable overall, and traffic is far less intense. Compared to Phoenix or Tampa, San Antonio still comes out ahead in overall cost of living, especially when it comes to housing. In fact, we sit about 8 to 10% lower than the national average for total living expenses. If you're thinking about moving here, my advice is to visit first if possible. Spend some time in different neighborhoods at different times of the day. Think about your commute, your hobbies, and your lifestyle when choosing an area. And work with a local expert like me who can guide you to neighborhoods that actually match your needs, not just what's trending online or TikTok. San Antonio truly offers an amazing balance of affordability, culture, and opportunity. Whether you're moving for work, family, or just a fresh start, your dollar really goes a long further here. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know that's thinking of moving here to San Antonio. And remember, I help people just like you every single day make their move to San Antonio, Texas. Whether that's in 9 days or 90 days, so don't hesitate to reach out. All my contact information is in the description below. My name is Phyllis Domingo. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.